Okay, welcome to our class, and let's go ahead and continue from where we stopped yesterday. Let's go ahead and let me just open the material that we're using so that we'll
Mm-hmm.
do part one questions again
Mm-hmm.
for the new material. Hmm. Okay. All right. All right. Let's talk about no, no, no. Hold on. The weather. Okay, but I will only ask you a few questions. This question, uh, this one, okay. Yeah, three questions regarding weather. So
Mm-hmm.
again, please maintain at least one to three sentences. And then after this, we'll do a couple more, and then we'll do one part two question from the book.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'll give you a lesson about collocation.
Okay.
Okay, because like what I mentioned, um, I think yesterday, I think my feedback is focused on the collocation problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so before we start with the book, maybe I will give you some collocation today.
Okay.
All right, so let's have a common one. I'll give you some collocations related to have, do, and make.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me show this to you. Uh, Give me a second. Uh, Let me just upload it. Okay, here. So collocations, like what I mentioned to you, are word combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sometimes it's a combination of, oh, sorry, it's a combination of auxiliary verbs or helping verbs have, do, and make.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have, and it's also a combination of a verb, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or an adjective or a noun. So have a bath, have a drink, have a good time, have a haircut, have a holiday. So we cannot just say, oh, tomorrow I will holiday. No, I will have a holiday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Or I will haircut tomorrow. No, I will have a haircut tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, I relationship with my boyfriend. I have a relationship with my boyfriend. You can say that. Mm.
By the way, what does that mean? I have a relationship with my boyfriend.
Meaning you're a couple.
Ah, okay.
So there, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot say I will lunch with my friend. No, I will have lunch with my friend. Okay, so these are called co-locations. This is something that you need to study to
Mm-hmm.
improve your speaking because I that's one of the most common errors for many students. And if I am noticing the grammar part of
Mm-hmm.
your speaking
Mm-hmm.
tests, most of your mistakes focus on this
Mm-hmm.
collocation errors.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at the other examples that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
Do business. Okay. I will business with my friend. We will open a restaurant. No, I will do business with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, what will you do tonight? Um, I will do nothing. Well, you can just simply say nothing, but it doesn't sound complete.
Mm-hmm.
Can you favor me? Meaning do something for me? Can you do someone? Can you do me a favor? Here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. right. Um, I will do the cooking, all right, or Jihei will do the cooking, all
Mm-hmm.
right. Mm, not I will cooking, no, or I will housework, no, I will do the housework. I will shopping, no, I will do shopping, all right. Okay, so here. Let me do your hair. When we say do your hair, what do you think is the meaning, Shihei?
Do your hair, like
Mm-hmm.
cut hair perm like that.
Hair comb?
Hair
Mm-hmm.
perm,
What hair?
hair perm.
Perm?
Yes.
Possible or any kind of hairstyle actually.
Mm,
Even haircut. Let me do your hair or let me try to style your hair. Is what
mm-hmm.
we mean by that. Okay, do your homework, of course. You cannot say, I make homework. All right. No, I will do my homework. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm,
Mm, um, there you go. Another one pattern is for make. Mm, I will make a difference. What do we mean by make a mess? This is very common. What do we mean by that,
make a
Chia?
mess.
Mm-hmm.
I think that means disturbing something.
Disturbing something or scattering some dirt or something
Mm,
like that, right? All right. Make a mistake, make a noise, or be noisy. Make an effort.
mm-hmm.
What do I mean if I say, "Hey, hey, make an effort"? What do I mean by that?
Um, do your best.
Or do your best, right? Or give your best shot. All right. Make progress, improve, make room. Make room. What do I mean by make room? Hey,
Mm,
excuse me. You need to make room in this emergency area. What do we mean by
yeah.
make room?
Clean
Clean
or
or
organize.
actually, yeah, organize, make a space,
Mm,
make trouble or fight. So these are basic collocations. So
mm,
we'll continue with this tomorrow. Oh, no, no, no. Next meeting,
mm-hmm.
Monday maybe. All right. So we'll first do the questions, and then after that we'll do part two questions. So let's do everything. Let me see. 100. Okay, there you go. Let me ask you three questions for part one.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel when the weather is cloudy? One to three sentences. Please start.
Mm, when weather is cloudy, I feel kind of depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because that's because I cannot see the sunlight in cloudy weather, and
Mm-hmm.
also whenever I go outside, um, it is dark, pretty dark. So that that kind of weather just make me just indoors, stay indoors.
Mm, yes, stay indoors. Okay. Can you give me any examples of an unusual weather that happened in your country before?
Unusual weather.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my country has proper weather for each season,
Mm-hmm.
so it is not common when we have unusual weather. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that is when we have a hard rain or a hard snowing. So
Mm.
yes,
Did
yeah,
that ever happen this year or recently?
yeah, we had a lot of snowy days, but it doesn't disturb our citizens to go outside.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Yes. All right. So, of course, it's really uncommon. It's if you have unusual weather, that's why it's called unusual.
Yeah.
All right. So, I think if we say it's not common, It's better to say uh, we don't usually have uh, um, or we haven't experienced much of unusual weather.
Mm,
Okay. And my country has proper weather for each season.
mhm,
Mm, I think that is not a good sentence as well,
mhm,
because I don't know what proper weather is. So proper
mm,
weather is inappropriate, inappropriate vocabulary.
mm,
Mm, so it's better to say, mm, it's better to say that, you know, we haven't had any harsh weather, or you can just say that
harsh weather.
um, my country has a very stable weather condition. All right.
Mm,
So my country has a very stable weather condition because
mm,
there's no proper weather. Okay.
mm,
Not.
stable.
I don't think it's a functioning vocabulary. Mm,
Mm,
it's very unusual. So it's better to say stable,
okay,
or we have a very stable
stable,
weather.
stable weather. We have a very
Yeah.
stable weather.
Yes, it's better to use that. Okay, so let's move on. Would you prefer to live in a place that has just one warm season that lasts the whole year, or a place with different seasons? So would you love to have just one warm season?
Mm. I would like to live in a city which has variety weathers
Mhm.
like my country
Mhm.
because I want to feel every kind of weather like snowy and cold weather and hot and cozy weather
So you
because
want to have
yeah,
a changing season. Mhm.
yes, yeah, right.
Mm. Okay, so you can just simply say that I want to have a changing season,
Mm,
because it's better to have cold season sometimes than having just one warm season. All
mm,
right, you can say that. Mm. Okay, let's do one more, maybe a few more question here. Oh, no, 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 different. Okay, never mind. Let's do a part two question instead. All right, because I think it's. Let me see. Uh, Let me just open the book so that we can start. Page 92. And we will try to answer question number 30. So let's do a variety of questions today.
mhm.
We can also try to do a part three question. So we will try to answer maybe two part two questions today.
Okay.
All right, so we have number 30 here. Describe to me a person in your family who is most like you in character or maybe in physical appearance. Why is
Mm,
this person most like you? Who is this person is? What this person looks like? Okay, so I'll give you a minute to prepare, and your 1 minute starts now. Okay, time is up. 1 minute preparation time is over.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be given 2 minutes to discuss this topic. Your
Okay.
2 minutes starts now.
Me, in my family member, I think mother is the most like person with
Uh-huh.
me. But I just want to limit this topic in our physical appearance because our personality is pretty different. Um, both we both have a single eyelid, while my sister and my father has double eyelid.
Uh-huh.
And but we are not that tall. We are
Uh-huh.
we just have same heights, and also we
Uh-huh.
are slim and we have small face. So
Uh-huh.
many people told me that I am really similar with my mother, but when it comes to personality,
Uh-huh.
we are just opposite. Like my
Mm.
mother have um, um, kind of weak. She's kind of weak. Like she doesn't enjoy the challenge. She just want to stay in same situation. But
Uh-huh.
I really um, enjoy doing some um, different things or new things.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
um, so my mother always surprised um, um, when when she heard about my experience.
Ah. Okay. What else?
Um,
Okay, time's up. All
okay.
right. Avoid that. Um. mm, okay, I think when you do that, when you try to stop, right, during the real examination,
Mm-hmm.
the examiner will still urge you to
Mm,
continue speaking.
uh,
All right. Because that happened to a lot of my students.
mm,
My students, one of my students took the exam. One of my students took the exam.
mm-hmm.
I think last month or 2 months ago, and she finished. She told me that she didn't pass because she finish the part two at 1 minute and 30 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and then the examiner kept on talking to her and saying, "Please continue, please continue, please
Mm,
continue." So I think that's the reason why she failed.
mm,
So never stop talking. Talk about anything else. Maybe about your mother. Maybe about yourself. Maybe about a very specific style. Maybe you can talk about her hairstyle or anything,
mm,
that you can compare it with yours. It's
mm.
better to talk longer than shorter in IELTS. Part two. I'm talking
Okay.
about part two. Because when we are talking about part one, the problem is your answers are longer than
Mm-hmm.
usual. But when it's part two, your answers are shorter than usual. So it's opposite. Make your
Mm,
answers in part two longer, while your answer in part one shorter than usual.
okay.
Okay, it should have a different time. All right, time structure. Okay, let's talk about some of your mistakes. Uh, this one, you introduced your answer um, by doing this. In my family member, I think mother is the most like me. All right. It's better to say it this way. Among my family members, I think my mother is most like me.
Mm.
Among.
Oh,
All right.
among my family members. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We have same type. This is a very general statement. Yes, I understand you because I'm your teacher and I
Mm.
have been talking to a lot of Koreans. But if I will be like a native listener, a native speaker who try to listen, like your examiner in
Mm.
IELTS,
Mm.
then I will not understand this statement. Maybe
Mm.
same type, like you have the same likes. No, maybe you can say that we have the same body type. Be specific.
Mm.
Or
Okay.
it's better to say we have the same build. All right.
Same belt.
Body structure. Yes.
Ah.
You're talking about the body structure, your height, your body shape. Okay. All right. So there you go. All right. So those are just the common mistakes that you have. All right.
Mm.
Mm. Okay, let's try maybe some part three questions related to this. So your mother is just like you, and we'll talk about uh, where is it? Okay, there. So since we are already talking about your family, who's the most closest person to you in your family? Is it your mom, your dad, or your sister?
Oh, can you
Who's
ask me again?
okay? Who's the closest
Oh,
person
closest
to
person.
you in your family?
Among my family member, I think my sister is the closest person with me because
Mm-hmm.
we just have 1 year gap,
Mm-hmm.
and since we both are women, we have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
common points to share.
Mm-hmm.
So we just like a friend.
Okay, so another part three question. Choice questions are more common for part three. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to choose, or you have to agree or disagree. These are part three questions. So my other part three question is: do you think it's better for a family
Mm-hmm.
to live within the same town,
Mm-hmm.
or would it be better to have a more private life?
Mm,
Okay, so there you go. Do you think it's better for a family to live within the same town, or would it be better to have a more private life? So,
mm.
what is your opinion about this? Uh, can you choose which one is more appropriate? And tell me why.
I think the previous one, um, to live in the
Within the same
same, yeah, to
town?
live in the same
Hmm.
town is better for a family
Hmm.
because
Why?
since they are family, I think they have to be bond with each other. So
Born?
yeah, bond,
What can you spell it?
B
B
O
O R
N
N
D.
BOND. Ah,
Yeah,
bond.
yes.
Okay, so
So
you
that
should pronounce this as
uh,
bond.
bond.
Okay,
Yes.
not
So that
bond.
yeah,
Okay,
so that they
okay.
can maintain their relationship. Um, so that they can maintain their relationship, and if um, if they live in a long distance,
Hmm.
um,
If they live far away.
if they live far away, we
Hmm.
cannot deny that their relationship will be um
Hmm.
far. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, I think to live in the same town is better for a family.
Mm. Okay, all right. So it's better to have a closer distance so that people can
Mm,
bond.
yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. I think that's a great answer.
Mm,
So just be careful. We need to improve the vocabulary. So we need
mm,
to improve your usage of group of words or
mm.
phrases. All
Okay.
right. So we'll try to work with that within the next few days,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll try to answer more questions from different types of tests. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I think we'll end with that today. Jihei, do you have any questions?
Yeah, no, okay.
All right, then I'll see you again next week. Have a nice
Okay.
weekend.
Have
Bye
a nice
bye.
weekend. Thank you.